Hola compañero, welcome, pleasure to have you here. Today we are looking at another batch of games from ReiHEN Vita Homebrew contest. There were another games added and I won't be able to look at them all in this video, but I'll look at some of them, so let's get cracking. One more time, big up to all the developers that keep developing the games. Without them there would be no contest, so big 2 thumbs up for them. Previously we were checking Into the Breach, turn-based strategy game. Aperture Reconstructed, this is like a portal recreation in Unity with 14 levels available so far. Assassin's Creed Outer Chronicles, this is like an old school Xperia Play Assassin's Creed game, very nice, I like it. And Mad Bullets as well, this is like a on-rail shooter. I've checked all of this plus more in the previous video, feel free to check them out right after you watch this one, clearly. First we are looking at the port of Valiant Hearts by ReiHEN. As per usual, this is an Android port. Installation instructions are like always on the GitHub. You can also launch the game in a low-end mode. This will ensure more stable frame rate at the cost of graphical quality and sprites density. A lot of people seem to be excited about this port. I'm launching it normally, not in a low-end mode. Valiant Hearts, The Great War, press any button. Play options, let's check options quickly. Controls. According to Wikipedia, Valiant Hearts is a puzzle adventure game developed and published by Ubisoft for PS3, PS4, Windows, Xbox 360 and Xbox One. Physical controls are supported, as you can see. I'm moving with the joystick, or even D-pad is supported. Now I'm gonna do sound of horn. Get over the obstacle. Now fight the teddy bear. We're throwing a grenade. Okay, that was Valiant Hearts. I kinda like it. Even though I'm not exactly into puzzle adventure games, this one seems like there is it has more offer than just, you know, usual puzzle adventure game. There is some fighting, there are some grenades to be thrown, etc. It is set during the World War I. This is very decent submission, especially considering it was released before on PS3 and PS4. You can find installation instruction on the ReiHEN's GitHub. You can see them all in here. If you're gonna be facing any issues, feel free to check out our Discord. You might be able to get some help in there. Second, we got a new port of Cat Quest by Patnos D. Like usually, you must own Cat Quest on Steam to use this patch. So this is it, this is the Cat Quest. Now I'm in the dungeon. I got magic and normal attack, melee. I've been already checking out this game, at least its early version. I've been checking it out because Patnos was already working on it, but he wasn't able to, you know, put it into finishable state and release it. So this is still a valid submission, even though I've been already checking it out, because it wasn't publicly released before. Let's take this chest. Let's get out of the dungeon. No way, white cat. This game is right up my alley. It's quite fun and entertaining and also challenging at the same time. I don't know about story, but the controls and the attacks and everything, you know, the magic, it feels nice. Now we're fully equipped. Patnos previously wasn't able to successfully finish the game because there were some issues with the controls and with the save states, but they are now mostly sorted because now this is official release 1.0. Another awesome release, I'm a big fan. Let's carry on. Next we have ports of Rocky Castle 1 and 2, also by ReiHEN. As usually, it's an Android port and setup instructions are on the GitHub. The game has physical button support in the form of D-pad arrows. This is a Rocky Castle 1. They are both very similar games. All you need to do is just press one button and control the character and avoid getting killed. Rocky Castle 1 is in this horizontal orientation. It's not bad, but I rather prefer Rocky Castle 2, which is in normal horizontal orientation. Okay, I finished successfully the first level. This is Rocky Castle 2. They are pretty much identical in terms of, gameplay. I think Rocky Castle 2 is a bit more nicer in terms of graphics. It's also controlled by one button. Rocky Castle 1 and 2 are not something special, but I think, they are not as bad either. There is some variety, you can get different kind of power-ups, and the difficulty is also not easy. So it provides some kind of challenge. Not bad submission either. Next we have a port of Dropsy by Lord Chicken Blaster. Dropsy is a non-traditional take on the classic point-and-click adventure formula. You're gonna need GOG or Steam game files to make it work. I already set it up and here it is, Dropsy. Now we are in game and we are playing. Controls by touch. Graphics are a bit disturbing, which is kinda interesting, so it's not still like the same thing over, some fairy tales. This is more like a horror fairy tale. I'm not really into point and click adventure games, but this one seems a bit different, at least in terms of graphics and design. There is like a bit of a horror thematic, and I kinda dig it. It's something different, the controls are by touch, frame rate is not bad. I feel like another decent submission. Next is a port of 32 seconds by Renegatamente. So this is 32 seconds, also very simple game. You just, going left and right and using nitro to go fast. There are some issues with the frame rate. It's not as terrible, but as you can see here, there was a stutter. I think this is just a release 0.8 or 9 or something. So 32 seconds, controls and gameplay is very basic. It would be more enjoyable if, there would be no stutters at all. Hopefully it can be achieved with the later updates. Not bad, but I can certainly feel it's like a mobile game. Not like a proper game, like a Valiant Hearts. That's a proper game and I can certainly feel the difference. And last but not least, we got a resolution port by Orozco. Like with every game, there are some installation instructions to follow in order to make it work. You can find them all on the GitHub release page. We are in game. We got a melee attack. We can attack people. I think we shouldn't be attacking these people, but some monsters instead. I think this is not monster either because he's just running away from me. I've been already checking out this game as well because it was provided to me as an early version. It was not published before, so it is still a valid submission. I liked it because it's kind of fun. The frame rate, as you can see, it's not stable, so there are some improvements to be made, hopefully in the upcoming updates. I think I like Cut Quest a bit more because it just seems to have more value for me. Overall, I think every submission is nice in its own way. Some submissions are nicer, some are not as nice. In spite of that, I think every submission needs to be cherished because there was effort made to develop it or port it or put the free time into it and make it available for us to enjoy. And just because of this, I'm proud that all of these submissions are part of the ReiHEN Vita Homebrew contest. And this way I would like to dedicate one more time huge thanks from the Vita Homebrew community to all the devs for their hard work. There are still some games that I haven't checked that have been already published. I'll be looking at them in the upcoming video. Plus I'm sure new games are gonna be submitted in the meantime. Certainly looking forward to those. I would like to send a huge thanks to all of my Patreons and channel members for their continued support. It's greatly appreciated. I would like to send also a huge thanks to you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!